that, like, ladies, you need to make sure that you are following a man with a plan, not a man who just has a map.
Another bar. Another bar.
Damn. Heard this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure.
But Miss Andrew, yeah, Miss Andrew.
And he said, plus women benefit majority of the time, if not all of the divorces. And that goes to the concept of equitability, right? Of equitable distribution of assets.
Right.
Right. And so it's amazing where it's sort of like everything can be equal as long as I have the advantage.
That's a bar. That's the bar right there. Exactly. Everything can be equal as long as I have the advantage. Right. We talk about this gender, we talk about this gender equality, but the thing about it is that it's BS. It's BS, right? Like, especially in our community. Do you know that I believe the number has gone up even higher. In our community, it's between 85 to 90% of divorces are started by the woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they know Big Daddy Uncle Sam gonna covet them.
So in essence, the man has been taken out of the home, and we see that from a political move, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That the man, if a person is receiving assistance, that typically the man or a man cannot be in the home, or that is frowned upon. Let me ask you this. I got two questions.
Sure.
Number one, well, three questions actually. The first one I'm going to kind of blend together. Who teaches men to be men, and who teaches women to be women?
Men should be fathers should be teaching men how to be men, and mothers who have a solid foundation, a good husband, should be teaching women how to be women, and then the fathers of those daughters should be instrumental to their daughters when it comes to men courting them and in their dating life, what they should be looking out for, what things should matter to them, not because Jerome got the drip, or Jerome is slinging that good,
Right, gotcha.
So, like, what is Jerome's 5-year plan? What is Jerome's 10-year plan? What goals does he have in mind? How do you incorporate in his plan? How can you help him build that plan? Those are things that need to be talked about. Not, because I hear so many things of, he and I, we can build together. Okay, build what? What does he have going on? What's his plan? You don't know what his plan is. You know what he's going to do tomorrow and next week, but you don't know what he's going to do a year from now. You don't know what he's going to do 5 years from now. And it's like, okay, so how are you following his lead? And see, the thing about it is that, like, ladies, you need to make sure that you are following a man with a plan, not a man who just has a map.
Another bar. Another bar. So what I hear you saying is it's the man's fault.
What I'm saying is that
it's the man's fault that our community is in the situation that it's in, because there has been no clear leadership from the men. Am I correct is that what I'm hearing, or is that just a bad interpretation of what you said?
It's part of the reason. What I would say is that and that's good that you asked me that. So what I would say is that it's part of the reason. And another reason is that because the government has has been allowed to infiltrate our homes. So the men who have a voice, their voices are not being listened to.